Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot, and welcome to the penultimate episode and the final exhibit build of our Botanical Gardens 2.0 Redux sort of thing. We are going to work on the sauropod exhibit today. It is going to be one of the more difficult ones because the goal is to build it with 3 fences. We're going to build one fence entirely out of rocks, and then maybe put like a little moat in front of it, and that'll be our... Oh, I like that idea. I only just came up with that, but that's clever. I'm a genius. So we're going to build like a little wall out of rocks and hopefully manage to contain the sauropods. It isn't necessarily an easy thing to do, but it is doable. We've done it before, we can do it again. So, let me cough, and let's get to work. What is this fence all about? Oh no, that makes sense. Wait, let me think. There was meant to be a path from there to... Tell you what we'll do. Where's my guest button? There it is. Can I stick this on there? You're going to be good to me? Who's going to be good to me? Who's going to be good? It's not too sharp. Get over it. We could put a monorail there. Just a cheeky little... Yeah, let's go cheeky. So, yeah, final episode of Botanical Gardens, which is sad, I know. It's a little different from our last one. It's a lot more... less botanical, I guess. Less green in general. I really do want to get back to focusing on making unique things. I've mentioned this Reddit user before, but there is a Reddit user called Leanne2712. That's kind of a half guess, if I'm honest. And they do just keep uploading like these incredible things that they build using the path tool and using the monorail and just tons of different things and like incredible things. Go check it out, seriously. And it makes me really want to do it. Now, we couldn't do it in this park because it's a Botanical Gardens. Also, that waterfall looks really good from a distance, can I just say? It looks like a slightly dried up waterfall. So we couldn't really do it in this park because we had to focus on the botanicalness, on the trees and the green and all that kind of malarkey. But in the next park, that is no longer the case, and we can focus a little bit more on having fun with, you know, design and stuff like that, rather than just the exhibit of the week, which is what this one kind of feels like, if that makes sense. Right. So, I'm always slightly apprehensive about this, because this is not an easy thing to do. Let's get some dinosaurs. Oh, right, yeah, I forgot about all of these. Oopsie daisy. Let's pop these guys out. And let's get a couple of brackies on the go. What colour are we going to go? I always go rainforest. Let's go rainforest. And let's get one of a random one. Let's go for... What's this one? Let's go for wetland. Nice wetland plus rainforest. Lovely stuff. You need a name. I actually don't know what I'm going to call you. Anyways, so, as I've said, what you can do is using the rocks, in theory, is block off a wall. Now, you can only really do a straight line. You can curve it slightly, but it takes ages to do a full-on curve. So we're not going to do that. I am going to put a little building here. We'll put in a viewing tower. That's a plan. I'm a little... Like, I know this is going to work, but I'm just a little apprehensive about how long it's going to take. But I suppose that doesn't really matter. Okay. And onto there. And that should, hopefully, get rid of the annoying little path thing. So, let's grab our gate tool. Let's bring this along down here. Anyways, yeah. So the next park we do, next video we'll do like a full-on tour kind of thing, like we always do. And then next park we do, we're going to focus on a beach sort of thing. So I want that to go along to there. Right, I'm going to have that come out a little bit. And then the idea is, that's probably a bit close, isn't it? Yeah. This line across here is going to be nothing but rock. So I want it a decent length away from the tower. Oh, that'll do. Nothing but rock. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's not gonna work. Now, I'm trying to remember how we did this. I think there was a lot of... this rock down here, this rock was the best for it, I think. But I kind of want to try... It's making me nervous. I want to mix the rocks up, you know. You don't want it... Because we want it to look like a natural boundary. We don't want it to look like a weird man-made collection of rocks, right? It looks like a big gap, though, doesn't it? Get any closer? We're just gonna build... Look, we can always knock the dinosaur out. It's not a big deal. Dinosaurs love being knocked out. They told me, somehow. Shut up. I know this looks a little bit funky as well, but I do have a slight plan to make this look like it would possibly keep a sauropod out, which at the moment, admittedly, it doesn't. If we're totally honest, that's okay. We can make it work. Designers, make it work, as Mr. Gunn would say. I keep clicking that same bloody one. I love that rock so much. I just keep clicking it inadvertently. It's gonna work. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Do you believe in me? I believe in you, and so forth. One more. Let's go back to this bad boy. Just squeeze in there. Beautiful. Right, that will keep a sauropod out. I have faith. I don't have faith. But we can hope for the best. Also, I'm going to have to come up with some names for these little guys. Our two iguanodons and our Chasmosaurus, which we're using just to bump up our little safari tour of it. I really, really like that waterfall. Looks like a cave a little bit. It's got a little bit of that kind of oomphy, cavey look to it. We'll have to do like a pirate cove in the next park. Because it's all going to be like a sandy park. We're doing like an oasis-y, sandy, beachy kind of vibe. You know, a little bit chill, a little bit Havana. That's quite hard to do a whole park and make it all look interesting, rather than just one big beach. So we're going to want to come up with unique ideas like Pirate Cove and Bermuda Triangle. We can totally make the Bermuda Triangle. God knows how, but we'll find a way. There's always a way. Anyways, shuffle some dinosaurs over. And how long on the brackies? Come here. There we go. Long enough. So, thank you for the name suggestions. Last video, they are as follows. For Dreadnoughtus, we have Dreadful, which is rude, and Bottlenose Dolphin. We also have, for the Styracosaurus, Spike, which is by far the most common name for Styracosaurus. Nacho Cheese, which I believe we've also used several times for some reason. And Horny Boy, because of course. Also Moto. It's funny, when I ask for name suggestions, also how great does that look? When I ask for name suggestions for particular types of dinosaur, I can always reliably count on you guys to give the same few suggestions. There's loads of unique names, and we'll see a few of them in a minute. But there's always a few that reliably come up. Moto, whenever a single ceratopsid is mentioned, for example. Rocky Road, the Sinoceratops, which again I don't think is the first time we've used that for some reason. Rocky Road, Vegemite on Toast, that is the first time we've used that. Biscuit, which I think is a great name. It's just the right colour. And yeah, that's it for the Sinos. And our Proceratosaurus, we have Sally Draper for some reason. Is Sally Draper Don Draper's kid in Mad Men? Venom, Loghane, Ceratosaurus boy, and yeah, Sally. So there are our dinosaurs. Feel free to name the two iguanodons and the Chasmosaurus before the final episode. How are we doing over here? I'm a little nervous about this. Let's get some small... I'm thinking we might put some very small herbivores or very small carnivores roaming around here. Just as like annoying little things at the feet. But it is primarily going to be sauropods. I'm thinking a few diplos to... Because you want nice sort of size variety, right? The brackies are huge, you want something a little bit lower to the ground. Let's mix things up. I have no idea what the arid diplo looks like. Not a blimmin' clue. Let's go for those three. Lovely stuff. Right, deep breath. It's so hot. It's like 9 in the morning and I'm melting. I haven't slept, so it's not helping. I actually think this might work, but I don't want to do too much until I know it works, because if we start designing the exhibit, then things will start to go badly. Let's bring some trees at the outskirts, just to hide the fence as much as possible. Then what do we do? How do we make that an interesting... I've got an idea for this bit. How do we make this bit interesting? Let's build a hill. Gonna build a mountain. Gonna build it high. It's a small hilly bit. It's very exciting. And a big hill bit down here. Yeah, you didn't expect that, did you? Hill. For you, just chilling. It's gonna be a medium hill. Not on my watch, buddy boy. Maybe we're gonna knock it down a bit over here. Mix things, and even there, mix things up. Oh, not too much. Gotta keep them guessing, folks. Gotta keep them guessing. It's like treat them mean, keep them keen, which is terrible advice, by the way. If you're watching this thinking, I know how to get a girlfriend/boyfriend, I'll be a dick. Because people love that. No, they don't. That's stupid. Shut up. Anyways, moving on. I like that. That'll do. Don't know what it is, but I like it. It's hilly. Who doesn't love a good hill? Everybody loves a good hill. Everybody. Actually, I hate hills, but that's not the point. Oh, I do love that skin, though. I want to talk more about what I've just said, because I think some people will disagree with me, and I'll make my point later in the video. Basically, I saved the general nonsense talk, if I can, for like the last 10 minutes. What is going on with the camera here? This is madness. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Love this bit. Chills. Absolute chills. How much better would this game look with good skyboxes? The skyboxes are fairly awful. You know, the clouds are very wispy. It'd be nice if that, you know, some proper realistic clouds might look quite nice. Skyboxes really can't be that intense graphically, can they? I wouldn't think so. I'm gonna watch that again. It takes like 2 minutes. Right, we just need to get one Brachiosaurus sent over, and then we can do it. Okay. I don't think there's a way for me to test this the way I was planning. Because usually what you do is you put the Brachiosaurus in, and then you put the trees on the other side, and that's how you test it. But we can't do that, so what we're going to do, we're going to put the feeder there. I'm going to put the Brachiosaurus here, and we'll see if it makes it across. That's going to be our test. And if it does, then we'll knock it out and try again. So yeah, I will admit, like, part of these videos, you know, you guys are used to it by now, right? I give over my terrible life lessons, and people should definitely not listen to me given the state of my life, but sometimes I know what I'm talking about. Very rarely. And even if I don't, I will talk like I know what I'm talking about. That's the key thing for everything, right? Like, to at least have the appearance of intelligence, just say it with confidence. Just say it with utmost confidence. And if somebody says you're wrong, deny it. Just pretend you're right. It's fine. And if somebody proves you wrong, then just run away. Top tips. Alright, Rexy, where have you gone? What is my Rex called? I actually can't remember. Where is my Rex, actually? More to the point. Where does the Rex live? I know we have one. Wait, do we have one? Oh, yeah, it's there. Oh, I forgot the Rex, sorry. It's called Ntwadumele. I guess it's a silent M? Or is it Ntwadu? I know it's African, so Ntwadumele? Ntwadumele? It's something, I don't bloody know. It's some lion. Okay, this is the test. Can the Brachie make it to the food? It's promising. I tell you that much. It's promising. Not come over quite yet. Sorry. Yeah, I'm pretty optimistic that that's worked. Cool. So, because that doesn't look like an actual boundary, what this lets us do, which is very cool, I think, is we can now build like a little moat in front of it. You know, like in zoos, where there may be no, or there's like a very small boundary between an animal and the public, or there's no boundary at all, but there's like a really big moat that the animal couldn't possibly get past. We can now do that in evolution because we have the rocks containing the animals anyway. I think it's going to work. Although you're charging over here, aren't you, buddy? You're making me a little pessimistic. I'm going to build my moat anyway. I believe in what I've done. Maybe I shouldn't, but I do. You are really running for that food. That makes me nervous. Look, there's a moat. You can't go this way. You can't. No! 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 I see you running for it. No! Brachie, please! Don't ruin the dream. Oh, you're gonna ruin the dream. Stupid Brachiosaurus.
Adding to the list.
Okay, never mind. In theory, right, if we keep the herbivore feeder over here, like one over here, and one over here, maybe one in the middle, and the water, maybe they'll just never leave, you know, maybe they'll just never come over here. In theory. This does work, I promise this works. You just need to get it perfect and it's obnoxious. I mean, we know it works. I've literally given you guys a video showing that it works. It's just... Also, the way the hills work in this game means it's quite difficult to make a moat, unfortunately. Sort of. Sort of. You don't need to shoot this one, it's fine. It's on the move anyway. I mean, it's sort of. Sort of is as good as it's going to get. Now, if I really want this to be quite as thin as possible. If we flatten this way, Oh, bit much there. God damn it. Oh, mind. Doesn't the game? Nobody needs to know that it didn't work. As far as you're all concerned, it worked beautifully. Okay. I'm gonna make this look kind of like a concrete moat at the zoo, you know. Maybe grass on that side.
Confirming asset delivery.
I don't like. More like that. So it looks like a concrete barrier. It's not concrete, but a concrete barrier. Then a little ridge at the top, and yeah, beautiful. I'm going to call that a success. You can't prove me wrong. Pretend you didn't see the first 15 minutes of this video, okay? All you saw was BestInSlot being a genius. Alright, that's not believable. We'll come up with another reason. Okay. Well, we need a big tree. Because of course we need a big tree. Big tree goes on big hill. Oh, I do love big tree. Big tree's best tree. Let's have another big tree. Little big tree at the bottom. Nice. Right, the problem with this is they're all coming down here for the water. I mean, I really want to keep them over here, so let's get a little bit of water over here as well. A little lake over there. A little lake over there. I really like that, actually, because we can get different heights in. I'll actually raise this up a little bit. Flatten. Like a little pippo pool, but for our brackies. There we go. Kind of made that look a little cooler, though. Looks a little silly. That looks a little silly as well. Let's just fade that in. Also, I finally saw Endgame and I want to talk about it. Like, I saw it for the first time like 2 minutes ago before I started recording this video. Oh, before I started recording the other video, actually, but still. Hey, it works. It's fine. It's fine. There's no way of knowing. BestInSlot, you're a genius. Peralta, you're a genius. Oh, no. I don't fly the helicopter myself. What do you think I am? Some common plebeian. Pish bosh. Right. We need one more type of sauropod, at the very least. A Pato's a good shout. I think Kamara. Kamara sits in that gap between the Plodicus and Brachy pretty well. Let's get 3 of these, and then we'll get something little to wander about. I am painfully unaware of like the default colours for dinosaurs in this game. There we go. I mean, at the end of the day, we don't care if they break out, in theory. Because, well, why would we? But it looks good, doesn't it? It looks promising. I kind of want to put a fence there. But will it ruin the aesthetic? Yeah. Let's get some other stuff in there. Vibrant. I've neglected Vibrant for the entire park, specifically because it's very vibrant and pretty. I wanted it to be used as like a showcase, you know? Let's get some trees. I think if this looks more naturally blocked off with foliage, it might look better anyway. I also want a path. It comes right to the end. It goes along, like a little viewing area path. Right there. I really like how that looks. If I send someone that screenshot, they'd be like, "Oh, BestInSlot's done the thing where the rocks block the sauropods in." They don't have to know. I wonder if it's been patched actually. I haven't tried it out since I did that video on it, and that was quite a long time ago. I haven't seen a mention of it, but they do shadow patch things sometimes. Or ninja patch. Ninja patch sounds cooler. I think you could have something like terrible in a patch, but if you called it the ninja patch, people just wouldn't care. We've removed all dinosaurs from the game in the ninja patch. People are like, wow, ninjas are cool. What's going on here? Okay, there we go. Beautiful. I really like it. Maybe I shouldn't, but I do. Right. Are these all... No. Okay. Having a little think. I want to bring some sand in so badly. Just a little bit of sand. Just a little bit of sand, okay? Just like a little bit around these bits here. We are trying to go low on the sand, we really are, but just a little bit, just a little. Just, it's like I need my fix, you know? Just a little bit of sand, that's all I need. And then we'll stony up these hills a little bit, but again, quite subtly. I want this to be quite a lush, verdant sort of area.
Asset has been collected.
Just where there's like a very sharp drop, you want to get the rock on there because it's so sharp and boom that the grass is struggling to grow on it properly, you know, something like that. Yo, I really like this. I'm just trying to big myself up. Right, we need some rocks, obviously. Best rock, by the way. What is the best rock? Is it that one or is it this one? It's one of these two. That one's bigger, so it's probably better. Bigger is generally, yeah, we'll go with that. Those two are the best ones. They're big and they're in bits, and that's what I look for in my rocks and my women, really. Oh, I've made a terrible mistake. The rock has ruined everything. Rocks, I loved you so much. How could you betray me like this? I'll do. Right, we're officially past 20 minutes. I can carry on what I was saying. So there's a big thing. It's very much. Don't get me wrong. It's very unlikely anyone watching this video, but everyone goes through this. I went through this personally. This state of mind where you think being an asshole, being a dick, being whatever you want to call it, negative word, is how you get girls or guys or whatever you're into. Sentient balls of light really doesn't matter. It's a big incel movement and neckbeard movement, blah 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 blah. People have this perspective that, you know, girls, and it is mainly guys who think girls want bad boys, right? That's a very common thing. I'm sure that's the case for some people. I really am. But by and large, that's utter rubbish. People think, oh, I'm a nice guy, that's why I don't get laid. That's not the case. I'm sorry, it's just not. People misconstrue people's desire for bad boys, inverted commas, with people wanting people with confidence. Confidence is like this. You do any poll of the most attractive personality trait in people, confidence will come out top every single time, without fail, and it won't even be close. Confidence will dominate the charts. Sorry, I don't know why we're talking about this, but we are. Confidence will absolutely dominate the charts. I guarantee. Just Google anything like that, and confidence will come out way on top. So when people are attracted to bad boys, inverted commas, they're not. It's the inherent charisma and confidence that comes from being that kind of person. You don't tend to get bad boys, inverted commas, because I hate that as a term, but I can't really think of a better term. Don't tend to be shy, don't tend to be nervous. They tend to have some confidence, right, and conviction in what they're doing, even if what they're doing is being a dick. And that's what people are attracted to. They just are. Confidence is sexy. Everyone knows that. I don't know why I'm on a rant about this, but I've been seeing a lot of stuff on it lately, and it bugs me a little bit. Because it sends like a very negative perception of women as well. And it does tend to be that way. It tends to be men who think they're really nice guys, and therefore, why don't women like them kind of thing. And that's just not what's going on. Also, women aren't just like sex dispensers, like you put a certain amount of niceness in that you're owed a relationship. That annoys me as well. Everything annoys me. I'm very angry. I'm angry in my old age. Anyways. This is a really cool exhibit. I don't like this. You're sticking out too much. I need to do something about that. Trees are the answer. Trees are always the answer. There we go. Fixed. It's actually quite nice. Ah, default trees. I do neglect you, but you're quite nice in your own way. That's too many default trees. I've gone too far. I regret everything. There we go. That's better. How are we doing over here? What else are we going to put? I just want something small roaming around. Have we used a single Stygimoloch, Dracorex, or Pachycephalosaurus in this entire park? I have a vague recollection of using a Stygimoloch. Right? Maybe? Am I going crazy? No, sir. Yeah, we have a few Styggies. Do we have any Stroofies? I feel like yes, they're all over here, aren't they? Yeah. Or Gallimimus, whatever. I just want something, I don't know what. Somebody, sorry, I'm just going to keep talking now. Somebody will comment saying something like, you say all this and you're talking like it's fact. At the end of the day, this is fact. This is not me talking rubbish. This is true. It just is. Some people will deny it and they'll say otherwise, but that's your own personal bias at play. Some things are just true. But the point I want to make is, people, every now and again I get people who say I sound quite cocky and arrogant and egotistical and blah blah blah. And I think I do have a healthy dose of ego. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. But if you're going to say something, especially in this kind of platform, right, where I'm talking to thousands of people who for some reason you're here listening to me talk utter rubbish, you may as well have conviction in what you're saying. I don't really have any problem with that personally. You know, people should have convictions in their beliefs, and people should have conviction in their opinions and how they feel about things. At the end of the day, people watch my videos partly to hear me ramble about nonsense and to hear my beloved worldview. So I'm going to give it, you know, and if people don't like that, that's fair enough. And I'm very open to alternate points of view. I'm very open-minded, I think. I mean, everyone else is wrong, but I'm very open-minded. But at the end of the day, you believe what you believe. Now, you can be open-minded to alternate points of view, but you should still have conviction in your original belief. You should be open to other points of view and willing to change your point of view, but that doesn't mean you should easily give it away. You should have conviction in what you believe in and your own worldview and, you know, how you feel about life and things and topics and such. So if I ever seem arrogant, I do apologise, but I do have a lot of conviction in my own beliefs. You're very cute, well done. I feel like I've come across incredibly egotist this entire video now that I think about it, but that's fine, it is what it is. Let's get some more Pachycephalosaurus. It's very late, it's not, it's like 9 in the morning. My sleeping pattern is an utter disaster right now. I'm actually literally nocturnal. I woke up at 11 PM yesterday. Literally 11 PM. I'm the definition of nocturnal. I'm basically an eye at this point in time. Well, not as cute. An eye is already like fairly horrendous looking. I'm sorry if you're a big fan of eyes. I really am. They're cute in their own like really weird way, but they're not like objectively cute. They're just odd. And hey, odd can be cute, admittedly. They're quirky. Let's call them quirky. I'd like one more Pachycephalosaurus. So if you could, oh, you're quite a cool colour actually. I don't bloody know. You all should be used to this by now.
En route to collect the asset.
I just think people have, and I've done it as well, I think people have a habit of blaming other people for their own failings in a lot of ways. And I have prior doing this all the time. Because, you know, if you screw something up, it's a hit to your ego, right? And that's quite a hard thing for people to take. And some people blame themselves for everything, some people blame themselves for nothing. I tend to be the latter, which is a problem. I don't know. People always blame society or, again, like women's perceptions of bad boys, blah, blah, or whatever it is in any situation for their own failings without just looking at what it is we are doing wrong, essentially. This is a lot of I am 14 and this is deep kind of stuff here. It's like basic pop psychology with BestInSlot. Fantastic. My ex-girlfriend actually did psychology. I'm pretty sure she'd be ashamed of me right now. Nobody needs my opinions on psychology. Well, whatever. Pop out some Pachycephalosauruses. I nearly always shorten that. Pop out some Pachys. And that isn't a big thing in a lot of countries, but Pachy is regarded as quite a derogatory term in the UK. I think it shouldn't be because it's short for Pakistani, right? And England in particular had a very large Pakistani immigrant population. You know, but people did use it in a negative connotation. Even if, you know, it's like calling someone from Spain a spa. It's just a short version of Pakistani. It shouldn't inherently be derogatory, but it's how people use it. And people do that sometimes as well with language. You forget the context behind language is so fundamentally important to how it's used. And people are kind of like, oh, this word actually means such and such, but it doesn't. The word means this because of context and how it's been used in history and appropriated and blah, 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 blah. Yes, I can. Someone needs to stop me. I need to hire somebody to sit with me and stop me talking. Because I will not stop on my own. Oh, what else are we going to cover today? We've covered... oh, God. I'm sorry. I should be talking about dinosaurs. Why does anyone watch me? It boggles the mind. It really does. I promise we'll look at the dinosaurs. I just want to get all of them across first. I promise we'll look at the dinosaurs. We are going to do a full tour as well. This is the final exhibit. So in the next video we'll do a proper full-on tour. We'll go over here. I mean, it's quite a hard park to tour. But I guess you go in here, you start over here, you look into here, you look into here, you come down here. Actually, you probably start over here and then go to the left and you hop back on and you take the... What I might do is kill this connection. And then you come over here, you hop on... Well, you hop off here. So that way. You'd have to go back on yourself, though. Maybe it'd be nice if you could have like a one-way system. I mean, you already do. I don't know what I want. I want like... No, I don't know what I want. So you come out, you start over here. You get off here. You look over here. Come down here. Look over here. It's just because the Innovation Centre isn't where you go first, and that feels a little bit weird, but that's okay. We'll get over that. Should be one more on the way. Yes, nearly done. We'll watch this one pop out as well. I generally speaking neglect the Pachycephalosaurus quite a lot, so... I try to treat it a little nicer. What are we? We're an arid pattern Pachycephalosaurus. Cool. Nervous. Quirky. Like that, you see the neck kind of ripple. Kind of like ripple upwards as it builds up for this little cry it's got going on. That's a confident Pachycephalosaurus right there. Gets all the girls. Got like little black socks on as well, which is kind of adorable. It looks like an elderly man who's just got out of bed in his black socks. Has anyone else seen that? You know, it's got the bald head, it's got the black socks, it's got like the beige skin. It's an elderly man who's just got out of bed and wearing their socks still. I can't see anything else. Please name the Pachycephalosaurus appropriately. I don't know what we would call it, other than old man, which isn't a great name. It needs to be like a name that sounds old, but isn't literally old. You know, it's Albert. Sorry if you're called Albert. Albert just is old to me for some reason. Or... I was going to say Jamiroquai. Not the best one. I really like that. I think that's cool. I do want a bit more... If I'm honest, I want more sand, but I'm trying to resist.
Assets in the air.
Maybe I need another big... No. You know what we need? We need some nice trees. I love these little trees. Just on the sandy bits. Come on. Go away. There we go. Our sauropod exhibit officially, completely, utterly blocked in, as you can tell, by rocks. Eh? Eh?
Asset delivery confirmed.
There it is. It's nice, right? Can't really see a bloody thing from here. That's okay. I actually think the Pachycephalosauruses add a lot to it. Just little dinosaurs just rumbling around, doing their thing. All the dinosaurs are a different size as well. Camarasaurus is very middle. Diplodocus is probably the shortest. A beautiful little brachie chilling over there. Moo. Doing brachie things. Anyone trying to break out yet? Hey, no one has any need to break out because everything they want is over here. So why would they break out? Actually feels like too many sauropods. That's primarily because they're all gathering around one place though. We might add another feeder in. Put another feeder over there. Another feeder. Oh, yikes. Yikes. Did not expect that. Ah, beautiful. Cool. Okay. I apologise for what was a slightly weird episode. I don't have a social life, right? So sometimes if there's something just rolling around in the back of my mind that I feel the need to talk about, you guys kind of get the brunt of it. I'm very sorry. There's not much I can do about it. You're essentially my, like, therapist. You've all signed up for this now. You can't back out now. This is the deal. You're my therapist, and I'm your terrible, like, I don't know, year 7 psychology teacher. Who teaches you just the most utter rubbish psychology. That's the deal we have now, okay? We're not about dinosaurs anymore. We're about pop psychology. Get over it. I really like the look of that there. It's that big tree. You are a spooky sun gun, aren't you? I promise I'll try to talk about the dinosaurs more next time. Like I said, we're going to do a full park tour in the next video, but that is it. That is our Botanical Gardens version 2. It's definitely less botanical, but I will say there's some really... I love this progression. I think it worked out really well as well. There's kind of like really sandy bit in the top right, and it really does fade over time over to this bit. I actually think I want to kill these trees a little bit over here. There's more trees than I expected. Yeah, it just changes really gradually. This beautiful ombre kind of effect. I think it's very effective. So I really like this whole right hand side. Left hand side, a little bit less. I think this looks great. So big shout out to Leanne who came up with that. I got a little chasm over here, a little secret garden, which is probably the least successful of the exhibits, I would say. A little hidden oasis thing, which is okay. We'll have to do something like that next time. And the mountain, I don't like the mountain, if I'm honest. We had to do it. We got a new rock tool, right? But I'd say for a first park with the tools, it's not bad. Next park, we'll have more focus on pathing and design, and we're going to try to come up with some cool stuff. People keep inventing like really awesome things, and I am going to steal one design I saw on the Reddit. I'll always give proper credit for the Reddit. Can I think of anything else that rhymes with credit or Reddit? Bread it, let it, cut it. Nope, I'm out. I will probably credit, but there's some very cool ideas. But we'll try to come up with some unique stuff of our own. People are always so inventive about using what is still a fairly limited tool set, especially if you're ignoring the terrain tools and just using other things. And people just make awesome stuff all the time. People are cool. How are we doing, guys? It feels like too many sauropods, but I feel like they're not spreading out. Come down here. Not down here, but down here. Also, where are my humans? There's some over there. Why is there no one over here? This bit's open. Is there anyone in there? Yeah, they're having the time of their lives. See, why is everyone else not getting involved? These people are loving it. Look at this. Look at her right there. She has never been... Wait, how do I even... There we go. She has never been so flabbergasted in her entire life. Her teeth are falling down in her mouth. Mainly because this woman's trying to look through... I don't think I've seen this woman before. This woman's trying to stare through the back of her head. Oh, hello, sorry, I didn't mean to, take a little peek there. Sorry, this is more entertaining than it should be. What are you doing? Are you on the phone? On the... No, you're not. Ah, she's taking a cheeky little selfie there with the dinos. My kind of girl. Right, well, there we go, folks. Our final exhibit, Botanical Gardens 2.0, officially finished. We'll do a full tour next video. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember, we're not done naming our dinosaurs quite yet. So if you want to name the Chasmosaurus, if you want to name the Iguanodon, if you want to name the Pachycephalosaurus, and you want to name our 3 new types of sauropod, do so in the QT down below. I will add those before the tour video, and we'll take a little look at those at the end. And then next week we will... What day is it today? And then next week we will start our brand new park, our Sandy Park. That's all I've got. Thank you for joining me. Cheers, much love. If you did enjoy this video for some crazy reason, please do hit the like button. Bye-bye. Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to help support me a little bit more, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. There's a link in the description down below. Every little really does help in times like these, but it's not at all expected, and by just watching the video you've already helped me out massively, and it makes you a pretty cool person, so well done you. Thanks for joining me either way, I'll see you next time.